Very good, very good.
Every time we see donors come, we would know our dreams have come true. A week later, they've left.
It's like you are in a cage.
The harm the volunteers are causing, it's something they will never understand until someone tells them.
The best message to people who volunteer to come and work with the children in orphanages is it is harmful. It creates fake attachments with the children.
I ended up at the orphanage because I was looking for a volunteering experience. That self-satisfaction that you've done something at the end of the day, like, yes, I helped this person. When I first got to the orphanage, there were basically kids all playing. It was like their outdoor playtime. There was like so many Western volunteers here playing with, like, they had like 2 or 3 kids in their hands, and I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like, this is like a playground and I get to be a part of it, and I want to get to know you and I want to play with you. And I was just so excited. I was like buzzing. Then I come home and I'm reading about it, and they say that most of the orphans are actually not orphans, they do have a live parent. And then there's tourism, and that's driving lots of people into the country. So it's just this massive, like, wider industry. This is a person, it's not just a toy. And I think that always would affect these children who are growing up because they've never had one consistent person.
You will never learn to trust no one. You feel like an animal in a zoo. I would rather have not bonded with you than bond with you and you leave me broken.
My name is Ruth Shuka. I was born in a family of 5, and one morning my mom woke up and left. And so we were there, 5 of us, with my grandmother who was aged and could not take care of us.
One of the women from our community spoke to my grandmom, and she's like, I know a place in Nairobi that can take care of such children. Why don't you look into this and then we can take these children?
My name is Harrison Masharia, and I was brought up by my mother. Then, unfortunately, she died when I was so small. She left the 4 kids. Before even my mother died, she separated with the father. My father did not know where he is.
I was so excited. I knew it's the beginning of another life altogether. 1 week after we got into this home, we had directives that you would never go back home, you never see your relatives, because if you do so, the donors will withdraw. If they know that you have relatives, they will not help you. So every time we had donors, they would come and they're like, hi Ruth, where are you from? I don't know where I came from, because I've been coached to do that. Institutionalizing a child increases their chances of suicide. Because once you take them back to the society, you've not prepared them. They suffer from mental problems. We were not prepared for life.
When you go to a home, you have come from the different environment now, and different people with different color, with a different language. I was so surprised to see the white people, we call them Mzungus, and so many Mzungus could come. Like me, I had a volunteer. So they used to come, they take us for a tour. I felt, okay, now at least now I have a mother who is white. So now I could see future. When they are leaving, they just cry, they feel so emotional.
Many parents would take their children to orphanages for various reasons, but the key reason has been poverty. The fact that they are not able to make ends meet. You find that a majority of children in a lot of these orphanages are those with relatives that you could have worked with closely, and supported so that the child is retained in their own communities of origin. I was in care for my entire childhood, ages 2 to slightly past 18. And much as children's homes or orphanages do try, so many children that are disengaged from orphanages are doing badly out there. This is not a Kenyan problem, but it is a problem that has plagued a lot of the developing countries. And the unfortunate thing is that a lot of these orphanages are fueled, funded by entities from the West and the developed countries. Yet in those very countries, they no longer have institutional care facilities like this. So if they did away with these facilities in their own countries, where they then continuing to encourage the proliferation as well as the existence of these facilities, a child needs not just the roof and the clothes, but a lot of the fundamental building blocks for a child are the one-on-one attachment with a consistent, caring adult. And so these are the things we're headed towards. Knock, knock. Friends are here to visit. Sasa, are you okay? Good, good. Mambo. Son? Son? I'm taking home a little bumblebee. Won't my daddy be so proud of me? I'm taking home a little bumblebee. It's always so exciting. I look forward to getting home to Jed because he's the first one at the door, coming to meet me. It actually continues to compel me to dedicate time and whatever resources that are available to this work, because this is what children need, the love and care and belonging of a family.
How are you doing?
I'm well.
You well?
Yeah.
Nice, have a seat.
Good to see you.
How was your night?
Good. You?
Okay, tremendous.
What else is this?
That is a speed light.
I started photography 3 years after I left the care institution I was in. I shoot anything. I shoot people, cars, myself. It is the same streets that I came out from when I was being taken into an institution. And it is the same street I'm back at, shooting things that I love. I left care when I was 17 years. When I speak of care, old memories come to my mind and how neglected and how desperate and vulnerable we were. No matter how big, no matter how expensive, no matter how nice the orphanage look, it still remains an orphanage. And the thing that orphanages do, they detach children from families. Kenya Society of Caregivers is an association for young people and by young people who grew up in institutions, in orphanages, and try to see that caregivers' voices are given a platform and the voices are heard, and not only heard, but something is done.
Currently, a lot of orphanages, it has become like a business. So people are taking advantage of these children. I lacked the love of the family. Second, I lacked the sense of belonging yourself. Like you belong to which clan, to which society. At the same time, I lacked the family inheritance people get. Yeah? Just empower the family and take care of their own children. Because what happened, the children some are taking children from the society, hoping they're going to improve the child life, but they're damaging it.
This is the home, and close to 300 of us were here. The house was unfinished, but you can see right now it's a bit complete. This is the first time I'm coming back since I left this place in 2007. And so it's more than 10 years down the line.
It's giving me a lot of emotions.
In the midst of mega problems that are facing children and families, there is an inspiration and a seed of hope planted in me that it is possible, it is doable to stop children from entering into the institutional care. This program, it's a program that was birthed by the concern of many children going to orphanages or children's homes, or CCIs as we call them in Kenya.
Next week siku gani?
Weekdays.
Weekdays.
Okay. Itawezekana weekdays.
When you are doing the interventions, you have to see every family as a unique family with unique situations. In this particular family, we observed poverty. We brought in counseling for her. We enhanced her capacity in terms of seeing the resources she had. Of course, we have given financial support in terms of helping them to build the house. So we brought in the expertise in terms of the social work skills, counseling skills, and all that. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And it is bearing fruits. You have been able to see reduction of children entering into the institutions of care. The message I would give our volunteers: identify the gaps in the families rather than disabling the families, thinking they are not able to care for their children. They are able to care for them. Make them able. Do not disable them.
All the people you are seeing here, they have family ties with a child who one time was in an orphanage and they brought their children back home. And they have a monthly meeting where they discuss about themselves, about what they want to do, about the challenges they are going through with the teenagers and children. And then it's a platform whereby we can be able to empower them. So it's a very empowering and seeing what they are doing. The best message to people who volunteer to come and work with the children in orphanages is it is harmful. It creates fake attachments with the children. It's for the volunteers' benefit. It's not for the benefit of the child. They better use another method, empower family-based care.
now that I'm free, now that I can do anything I want, I'm speaking and writing to let the world know that it's not about what they've always thought. There's much more to what they think is happening.
One day, I would like to be the biggest farmer. All over is Muranga. This is where my father's land is, a piece of land. Now this is the things I've been missing when I was in orphanage. But now dream has come to reality.
We are advocating and we are speaking and we are shouting about it, and we will continue shouting about it, that children need families and not institutions.
Including the orphans, one day, the hunger for love is much more. I realized there's much more to life than being angry about my past, but it's a tool. That was a tool to help me advocate, and that is why nowadays I'm not angry. I'm actually excited and I'm empowered. I use this as a tool to speak.
We're just giving ourselves hope because life has to continue. This is not the end. For me, this is just the beginning.